UMBC came out tonight and had a really good game plan. They were definitely a team that came in and throwing blow for blow with us, and gave us all that we wanted. We go into half, we have a 1-point lead, and it's everything we can do to have that lead. We found a way to kind of make some plays in the second half. I thought our big guys were terrific. Devin had 21 points and 17 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks. Dinos had 19 points, 16 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 blocks. And then in half, John had 10 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 blocks. So I thought our big guys led the way for us tonight. You can never count on making shots, so to speak, but the shots that Dinos and Mitch missed, I'm okay with those. They missed some wide open threes, and I feel very comfortable with those guys shooting them and continuing to shoot them. But, you just got to give UMBC a lot of credit. They came in here and they made it awful tough on us, and they're well coached. They play hard, and, they're definitely going to, in my opinion, be much better than people view them prediction-wise in their conference. I also think we got some really good minutes off our bench from Trent Van Horn. I thought Grant O'Brien did a good job for us. Those guys are going to have to continue to be ready. And, defensively, we have to do a much better job of playing without fouling because we had a lot of guys pick up some, for lack of a better adjective, bonehead fouls by reaching with our hands instead of moving our body in front of the offensive player or the ball. So that's something we need to definitely tighten up and take care of.
It seemed like at times tonight you had trouble stopping the ball. They were able to get in the lane at will and kick out for some open three.
You're right. We have to do a much better job of guarding the basketball and being in strong help. It's something that we have to. We got to get better at, We got to get better at. And, a lot of it, too, to be honest with you, is we've got to, with game plan, we've got to pick and choose when we apply that pressure, because, Mitch and Bryant log a lot of minutes. And they're going to continue to log a lot of minutes right now until we get whole. And so we have to be a much better defensive team, just sound defensive principles. A lot of times we play good defense, we deny on the wing, we make it a tough catch for them, and then we try to go for a steal at 45 feet, miss it, and now all of a sudden they're attacking us with numbers. They're 5-on-4. So, we have to continue to do a good job of denying the wings, but once they get out to 35 feet or so, we got to let that ball go through and just be solid, because if we can make them catch it out there on a regular basis, we'll have a chance.
Was second chance points and completely dominating the boards in the second half, was that the key to this victory?
We go into every game and we talk about wanting to win certain categories. We definitely want to win the rebounding battle. We want to win the second chance battle. We want to win the fast break battle. We want to win the points in the paint battle. And, we didn't win the fast break battle tonight, but second chance points we did a pretty good job. But right now with the way our team is made up, our big guys are going to have to do that on a regular basis. Put forth that effort going to the offensive glass, and the offensive rebounds are kind of misleading from the standpoint of probably missed 5 shots or 6. When we got an offensive rebound, but we were scrappy enough to get the ball back and go back up. We just didn't finish. I thought there was one possession where I thought we had at least 4 offensive rebounds on one possession and we couldn't get it to go in the hole. And we've just got to reward ourselves when we work that hard. Those guys put themselves in good rebounding position, but you got to reward yourself with all that hard work by putting the ball in the basket.
How would you assess Devin Thomas's overall performance? He passed the ball well opposed to that, but he also had an extended period of time on the bench in the second half. So didn't know if there was something that you weren't happy with at some point.
No, not at all. He's not going to play 40 minutes a night. And to be honest with you, he probably would have played a little bit more if John wouldn't have played the way he played in the second half. John comes in and gives us 10 and 7 in the second half. That gives Dinos and DT a little bit more rest down the stretch. John comes in late in the ball game and makes a big block for us, gets a big rebound. And, we need to continue to have those contributions from him and Doral also. Doral didn't get much of a chance tonight, but, he got 3 rebounds in 5 minutes, which is pretty good. But kind of a tough matchup for him. They had a lot of what we call stretch 4 men out there picking and popping, and we were switching ball screens, and that's just a tough cover for him at certain times.
Is that one reason John only played 11 minutes? The defensive match?
No. Did you see his line in the first half? Those guys go out there and they're going to have an opportunity to play, but they got to bring something to the table, and that's something that we talk about all the time. And, John didn't play up to his capabilities in the first half. And Doral didn't either, for that matter. And so, you got to sit down.
And Brian's injury, just laceration, was there any broken bone?
I will get the medical report. I don't know. He came back and they said that they worked on it, and I'll get it. It didn't look good. When he ran over there to me, I told him, "You'll be okay, take a deep breath." And he's like, "Coach, look at my finger." And I looked at it and I was like, "Yeah, we need to sub you out." So it didn't look like, it wasn't a regular jam, I can tell you that. It didn't look right to me. So I'm not a doctor though. I didn't stay at Holiday Inn Express.
Any concern about his shooting touch? 19, these 2 games we've seen?
No. He's a much better shooter than that. From what we've seen, the closed door scrimmage, he shot the ball really well. He's pressing a little bit. He's pressing a little bit, and we just need him to go out and just be solid. And because right now he's going to get all the minutes that he wants with our situation the way it is. And just got to make sure that we come down and we get a good quality shot when the ball's in his hands, getting us set in our offense. And defensively, he's got to be a little bit more sound. He's aggressive and he tries to get out of that passing lane, but sometimes he overextends. But that's not just him. That's all of our perimeter players.
He had a couple of turnovers really early, really quick, but then he seemed to settle down after that. Didn't have quite a few turnovers.
Yeah, he did. We're going to try to get those out of the way during the warm-up line next game.
Is there any injury there to Greg? It seemed like he was favoring his hand at times in the second half. He didn't start the second half, or was it just your choice to go with Van Horn and O'Brien in there?
No, Crawford didn't start the second half.
Okay.
McClinton did. No, it's, like I said, I haven't seen the injury report yet, but I'm sure, you get jam fingers, you get hit, it's a part of it. And, those guys battled through some little injuries that are part of the game. But, the biggest takeaway from this for us is we give UMBC credit, but also, proud of the effort that our guys put forth in finding a way. Because, we didn't shoot the ball well from 3. But we got second chance points. We rebounded the ball well. Our bench came in and gave us 15 points. So we got some things to build on, but we've definitely got to get better.
It's early November still, I guess maybe mid-November. How long will it take for teams to kind of get used to the tighter whistle? There's 27 first half fouls called. Maybe got a little bit better for both teams in the second half. But how long will it take to kind of adjust to that?
All year, because the point of emphasis is going to be what they're calling right now. And we've been told that they're going to continue that all year. So that's what we've been told.
And the challenge of getting to Buckdale by 1 o'clock on Sunday, Danny, quick turnaround.
I told the guys, you're NBA players for the next 3-4 days without the money. We come in, we're going to watch film, we'll practice tomorrow, we'll eat, we'll get on the plane, we'll get up there, we'll bus to wherever we got to go and get ready to play. This is going to be a big game for Bucknell. You know, this will be one of their bigger home games that they've had, or that they're going to have this year. And, you know, we got to be ready to meet that challenge. They're a good team. They gave us all we could handle last year. And, you know, it's going to be tough, but I think it's going to make us better. You know, we're second game of the year. We're going into somebody's house. And we think down the road, once we get to ACC play, this experience will be good for us.
Danny, without Cody out there, can you even see your team right now? You're just going to tread water until you get them all together.
That's what you got to do. You know, that's what you got to do. It's next man up. That's what's you got, what, 18, 19-man roster, next man up. Injuries, foul trouble, it's part of the game. And, you know, the challenge for our guys is the guys that aren't able to play games right now is to make the guys that are playing better. You know, because, you know, we're going to need Trent Van Horn. We're going to need Grant O'Brien. We're going to need Stephen Pendergrass. They're going to have to play minutes for us, especially until we get whole. And it is what it is.
Anything else for Coach?
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Good trip.
Yep, thanks.